Start from your bottom 40, camarada.
Hold up, sir. Let me get this real quick. Hold up. All right, there it is. It just the screen is blocking some of the lists.
That's fine.
Fuck
So
it.
number 40, Crook one.
Crook one, valid. Been doing his thing.
Okay, so Crook one has been doing his thing. What has he done in 2023?
He dropped a couple singles that
Okay.
did numbers. His
What are
previous one, Beam.
what?
Beam.
How much I do?
Uh, hitting almost 100 in what 2 months, more or less.
I will give him credit for this. For status, this is how I rated my top 13 that I submitted to the staff. By status, by numbers, by social impact, shit like that. So I'll give him 40, I guess. For sure he did a Zoomies collab, and that's his clothes are in every major Zoomies or some shit like that,
First
right?
Latin American rapper to close a deal with Zoomies. Hate it or love it.
What about Fools Gone Wild?
That's not really a. I consider it more of a parody rap. I compare him to like a Weird Al Yankovic, respectfully.
I respect that.
Feel me?
No, I respect it. All right. Well, then it's valid.
So there's that.
Cash Out Ace.
Houston fool, the guy who got blasted in the face by World 10K,
Damn. And
and
he made the list for
and he
sympathy.
lived. Nah, he makes good music, fool.
Honestly, I'm not tapped in with Cash Out Ace, so for me, Cash Out Ace.
In the Texas scene, he's up there, fool. Especially for the youngins.
Is that facts?
That's facts.
Realistically speaking, I'm gonna just go with your opinion on this because you're the homie. But realistically speaking, never heard of him.
I know what I'm talking about, fool. In Texas, it's because Cali fools be stuck in their own world, fool, and they don't know artists outside of Cali, respectfully.
What if I told you that Cali is the world, homie? This
Cat,
is the center of the universe, my boy.
that's what every major city thinks about themselves. That's how Atlanta feels about their city.
Fool,
That's how
we
Houston
control
feels
the
about the city.
media here,
That's
sir.
how New York feels about their
We
city.
influence the entire world here from these streets, sir.
That's what Atlanta would say about the rap game.
What?
That's what Florida would say as of recently. Every major city feels like their city controls or moves shit around.
The media.
Yum.
The media.
Oh no,
Atlanta
I'm talking
and
about music. I'm
Miami.
talking about music.
We're in media, fool.
But we're talking about this list is music, fool.
All right. Well, Jamie's not a rapper, so I don't think she should be on the list. There's that.
Mm.
She's
She's
a
made rap songs with Trouble Kid.
That doesn't constitute her being on this list.
Constitute, huh?
hmm
What else?
I mean, she's cool and all, but yeah, Lazy Boy, he's definitely a factor from up north.
Yeah, Lazy Boy deserves to be up there.
I think he was
As
aside from that fool Big Tone. I think Lazy Boy is one of the first fools that I ever heard of from up north.
Lazy Boy is definitely one of the first Northerners to get a buzz from the new generation, not Big Tone Woody.
What has he done this? What has he done in 2023 to be on this list?
He's dropped a album. I think it's called. He dropped the album, fool. I'm not sure what it was called, but he dropped like 4 music videos for it. And he just been around, fool. His name holds weight.
Have you
Especially up north.
legitimately checked his current numbers on Spotify and shit like that for him to be on this list?
Of course, I took everything into consideration: Spotify numbers, YouTube numbers, fan base, ticket sales, yada yada yada.
Sounds like vicious ass cat, but
No cap.
all right, Lazy Boy at 37, whatever's. Little Grifo, I think should be higher on the list.
Where would you put Little Grifo at, fool?
I would put him tied with Little Weirdo, and they would be in the top 10.
You would put Little Grifo in top 10. That's what you just said right now.
I would put him and Little Weirdo into the top 10, tied. As I submitted my
Wow.
list, when I submitted my list, which is, let's pull up this list, camarada. 1 second. I submitted my list.
Respectfully, Little Grifo top 25 is crazy.
You're still sad that he banned you from his city, or what the fuck?
Oh, I got unbanned and I'm welcome now. Gracias.
Give me 1 second, fool. I'm just trying to get to the list. Where did I send it to you at, fool? This shit's annoying.
My boy Joey said, "Man, I hope this list isn't a true numerical order." It is, my boy.
Where did I send the list, fool?
I think you sent it through text.
I'm on the text.
I don't know then.
Oh man, I'm gonna get pissed off. All right, well I had Little Grifo and Little Weirdo tied like at number 7 or some shit.
Wow.
Fool, he's on the Lowrider National Tour. Lowrider National Tour. He's the only other people in California besides us that did a backpack giveaway. One is Social Impact. He's outside with the fans at a major tour thingy. He's doing philanthropic shit, which is yeah, I had him at number 7. He just dropped an album. That shit does well. That shit's doing okay. His music video numbers are doing well for it being released on his own thing. Little Weirdo, same thing. He's on house arrest right now, so he ain't fucking going on no tour. But my boy definitely putting up numbers on the board easily every single time. You know what I'm saying? Social impact, status, numbers, all that. So I think I have Little Weirdo and Little Grifo in my like I said.
Cali moment. You know what Cali FOSP says? He says, what fans? And on top of that, he said Grifo shouldn't even be on that list. You're talking about numbers, and he doesn't get numbers.
That fool sounds like he hates fucking Grifo.
He said you just need one. You just need to know one person to get on that tour. He's talking about the Lowrider tour.
He's not on the small stage, fool. He's on the main stage. And how come no one else is on that tour then that's not so big, supposedly? I'm not going to argue with this fool, but I mean, respectfully, if you want me to acknowledge you in an argument, send a super chat, my boy.
Y'all got to put Toker ES13 on that list. We don't know who that is, fool, respectfully.
Who?
Probably his homie. We're talking about people that make music, fool, and get numbers, not just your boy down the street or from your hood, respectfully.
Who's T-Loke 2703 at number 35?
He's arguably one of the best northern rappers to come out this year. Some Washington fool.
Well, so he's from Washington.
He's from Washington, but he's from the red team, doing numbers. They compare that fool. They say that fool's like the northern Lil Travieso. R.I.P.
I have no opinion on him because I never even
There's that.
Where's my other fucking phone at, dog? Let's at least look at this kid's Instagram.
This fool said Toker Brownside. My boy, this is a 2023 list.
No,
not a 1990s list, respectfully.
Relax, fool. In 2017, he was still doing his shit. In a resurgence. You weren't even around yet. The fool community didn't even fucking exist yet, homie.
Bozo not in there? The disrespect.
I think Bozo, if we're going to talk about Bozo, I can't find this kid's Instagram. So
Who?
T-Loke 2703 is not his Instagram name.
No. It's some other shit like hood trophy number, some shit.
I can't fuck with that right now.
Okay,
so what did they say? Bozo. Let's get to this.
This who said Bozo top 40.
Bozo top 40. I could see it, but here's why. I don't know how much numbers his current album did, but I know he did drop an album. So shout out to him for that. But his social status remains. He's a factor in his area. He has put countless numbers on the board. What numbers has he put on the board this year? I'm not exactly sure because I don't necessarily keep up. I know him in real life. But I could see him on the top 40.
Wow.
Since I kicked off Jamie from this list, and I have no idea.
You know who's an honorable mention?
Who?
The Yodis.
That's valid. Just dropped a song with Shaq. Numbers going up. Consistently killing it on the Instagram freestyles every week, every day. I don't know how much freestyles they put out, but it's very, 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 very consistent. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give them credit for that. You know what I'm saying? They could be 40. They could be 40. I'll put Bozo at 41 and them fools at 40. Fuck it. Actually, I would say you're gonna tell me Bozo's bigger than Cash Out Ace.
Bozo's not bigger than Cash Out Ace, fool.
What?
You're having a Cali moment, fool. Cash Out Ace is big in Houston, fool.
All right, whatever. So the Yodis and Bozo are in my top 40. I would remove Jamie for sure because she's not a rapper at all. I already put Grifo in the top 10 with Weirdo. And it looks like maybe I don't know who the fool Sue whatever his name is, but we're at 34. So what's up with this fool Hoodlum?
Hoodlum, San Antonio, Texas rapper, has a loyal fan base. Top three out of San Antonio. He has a unique sound and makes him sticks out, and that's why people fuck. And he's selling out shows all over Texas. Maybe not in California, but in Texas for sure. The Spotify numbers, the YouTube numbers are there to support him. He's just down at 34 because he's been quiet as of lately.
I respect it. Those sound like valid facts, other than he's cool. So who's this fool at 33? I can't even say his name.
Sui,
Sui what?
Sui Jenny Generous, some shit.
Sui Generous?
Sui Generous,
What's this fool on?
loyal fan base. TikTok numbers going up. YouTube
I don't
numbers,
respect TikTok
Spotify numbers going up.
What's Spotify numbers going up?
Over 500,000.
Mm. I I can't talk shit. That's fire.
Or a quarter M at least.
For the record, for whoever's watching this, I don't know what camera we're on. I do not respect TikTok numbers. I do not respect TikTok numbers
Why?
because depending on what you're TikTok famous for, you could be someone that could get recognized at the store, but that doesn't mean they're
Someone
gonna.
said I'm not a big fan, but Capone doesn't fall on the list. Capone is not Latino. Go ahead.
What if I'm not even gonna go talk about that right now? Plus, I don't think he's done anything in 2023 like that.
Go ahead.
You threw me off. I don't even know what I'm saying. This fool sui generous. Oh, TikTok. I don't respect TikTok numbers, respectfully,
Why?
because it's very easy to go viral, fool.
Mm.
It is. I'm gonna prove that point. I do not have a TikTok. Tonight, I start a TikTok. The next time we do this music review, we'll see how viral I am. If I acquire more than 50,000 followers in less than 2 weeks, I rest my case. It's gonna be really freaking easy. Fool, I've interviewed all the best freaking Latinos that there are so far. I'll pull out some shit. If you tell me you haven't interviewed Bozo up here, I got an interview with Bozo, my boy. I interviewed him twice. I'll pull that shit out. Oh, you don't got to interview with blah blah. I got interviews with every single person. Fool, it's just a matter of if you're looking at it on the food community or somewhere else.
Someone said to put Concrete on the list. He's been rapping for years.
Concrete doesn't belong on this list because he hasn't rapped in the year 2023. And although I don't agree fully with this list because I submitted my shit, it is what it is. The list is the list, and whatever.
DZ Hollow, Mexican cap. DZ Hollow is not Mexican. If it was Filipino.
They were raped by the Spaniards. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go. What's next? 32, Seti Smack. Okay, so I'm going to say this with the utmost respect. I even got it. You guys have to understand that I obviously see some things when it comes out. And I was like, who the is Seti Smack? And I took a gander at who Seti Smack was, and he deserves to be on the list. 32, I don't know. But he deserves to be on the list. He's doing his
I'll
thing.
tell you what, him, Chito Ranas, and a couple others on this list that were just Chito and Seti, they had a TikTok trend, bro. That, and I know you don't give a fuck about TikTok, but a lot of accounts were using their sound, or
Their songs.
their songs to make videos, and both of them gathered over 10M.
Okay, so
views.
that's social. That's social impact to me, big time. I'll respect that part of TikTok. It could attribute to social impact and social media numbers. I'll give him that. What's so with this fool Rico Too Smooth? Isn't he the guy from up north that comes down here and gets recognized or some shit like that?
Yup, yes, sir.
That's cool for him.
Valid. I think it's deserved. I'll put him up there.
Has he dropped something in 2023?
Yeah, he's dropped countless singles.
Are the numbers up?
He dropped the old school tape. One of the few rappers on this list who dropped an album using old school beats. And I know Mexicans love that type of music, especially in California.
Shut the Hey, fool, don't be disrespectful to the cultura, homie. Crystal Poppin'?
Been putting in work for years. You think that's deserved?
What has she done this year?
Dropped countless singles.
Her social
Various shows.
her social status is
Big
up.
in Texas.
She's doing big shows. I'll give her that. She just did a big time single with Jenny 69 and Reverie on some girl power shit, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Someone
All
said,
right.
"I don't think Phoenix is Latin." He is. His mother is
His mother
Mexican.
is
He
half
said it in an
Mexican.
interview.
A quarter Mexican is better than zero Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, for now, let's get to song number one. Now that we reached the top 30,
Sour Apple logged in. Where you at, pal?
yeah, he must be on his lunch break.
What were you saying?
Um, Big Mister is the only up north rapper I've been able to finish listening to a song without sleeping. I don't listen to Big Mister, so I don't know.
We got an interview with that fool
Oh yeah,
dropping soon. We already did it. We need to edit it.
good job. Let's go ahead and play song number one, my boy. We just concluded the top 40 through 30.
Texas
Number
fools.
29.
Big Tone.
What has he dropped this year?
He dropped his Sav It Out Volume 3. It was an album.
Is that a compilation or is that his personal album?
No, it's his personal album. Sav It Out is his record label, I believe.
What are his numbers like?
They're respectable.
Respectable enough to be number 29?
Yup. Yeah, the Norte president.
I'll give him that. I respect it. 28, little Young Iggs.
Young Eggs.
If I were to say anything, I would say Young Iggs deserves to be much higher on this list.
Where?
Top 10.
Mm.
Top 13, maybe. How about this? I'll give Young Iggs number 14. How about that? Respectfully. Respectfully. I think he should be much, much higher on this list. Bars.
Bars. He makes good music, but he doesn't have the catalog behind him.
We're talking about 2023. We're not talking about no catalog. We're
Okay,
talking
well,
about
okay,
this year.
what song in 2023 has it came out with?
I don't fucking know.
Are you trying to make an argument?
The one that I reviewed or some shit like that.
Wrong one. That was 2 years ago.
No, not that one. The new one with the beams and shit. I don't freaking know.
That the one we have on our YouTube, right?
Fact is that this fool. How about this? I see him more than anybody else.
Oh,
So visibility, how about that? To someone that is not tapped in at all. Like that fool is not in my algorithm.
maybe you just because out of all the Northerners, he makes the most street music. Like the most find a knob and then shoot 'em type music, as opposed to all these other rappers like Aceto or a GB or a Big Tone. They all have that type of music. They all have that type of music, but they're more versatile than him, respectfully.
I've legitimately never heard any music from Aceto. I didn't even know he existed until I met you. GB, I didn't know who he was, but I've seen his face before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
GB's pretty big up there.
for me, I would say Young Iggs deserves to be much, 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 a little bit much higher.
I respect it.
Number 27.
Doughboy 909.
Where's my dog? This is disrespectful. What number is Doughboy?
27.
Yeah, you're out of your fool.
You think Doughboy should be higher?
Are you gonna tell me there's someone more consistent than him?
Just because you're damn, I'm not trying to be fucked up, fool. But just because you're consistent doesn't mean that the music is better,
What about the numbers?
nor the impact.
The numbers don't lie. That fool's numbers are up.
Over GB and J Rocks and Bo Bundy, who are ahead of him. Nobody ahead of Doughboy. Doughboy doesn't have bigger numbers than nobody ahead of him, nor a stronger fan base, or ticket sales, or impact.
Hold the fuck up. YouTube views are up. Very consistent.
Is that because of his music or because of the features he has on?
It's him featuring whoever it is. Too bad.
Nah, that's not too bad.
And there's a lot of music videos he just does by himself. So there's that. That's number one. Number two, this fool could bring a crowd to the show. That's not cap. That's not cap. When we did the meet and greet, that fool took more pictures than any of us in his city. Respectfully.
It was his city and his store.
Can't be mad at the area impact and social impact he has in a local mall.
I'll tell you what, I went to the show GB had in Merced, and there was way more people out there. He had a line of fools, dog, waiting to take pictures with him and sign shit.
We got breaking news right now that doesn't necessarily have to do with this list, but I just heard right now Crip Mac is about to get violated by his parole. You heard it here first on the Food Community.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I think Doughboy should be higher up on the list. I personally had Doughboy and J.I. Bandz tied, and I had them at number 9 or 10.
Doughboy top 10 is crazy, fool.
It is what it is.
That's like borderline delusional.
Can I
fool.
say something to you right now?
Go ahead.
Who do you know that drives a brand new Corvette, a brand new Mercedes, has freaking whatever he has, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, is killing it in the music scene, has features with all the major artists is from all over? Who?
You're
Who?
trying to make it seem like he got Fetty off the rap shit, though.
Who? I don't know what you're implying. Who else, though? He definitely collects fat checks. His Spotify numbers are cool. His YouTube numbers are righteous. Carry on. Number 26,
GB.
your savior, your California savior, or what?
GB.
Does that sound for Ghetto Boy?
Yes, sir.
What's his music like? I've seen him do interviews. I've never really watched interviews, but I've seen his face. Let's see. Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
My boy looks real native.
Yeah.
I respect it.
I mean, GB's GB, fool. I mean,
What has he done? He threw a big ass show.
he threw a big ass show in his city.
How'd it go?
It went good. I would, believe it or not, I would say that he does just as much philanthropy work as Doughboy.
I respect that.
And I've seen that firsthand.
I respect it. Absolutely.
I would say he's more versatile than a lot of these rappers on here who just make street music. I would say he has a fan base, a loyal fan base, not just in Northern California, because he's not really pushing, I mean, he pushes it, but not like that compared to like a T-Loc or like a Young Iggs. So because of that, more people are inclined to fuck with him.
I'm not mad at it. I don't know much about GB, respectfully, but like I said, I have seen one on certain interviews, and for him to even be in those interviews means he has to have some sort of motion. I did see a clip or two from that show shit that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Look lit. And if he put it on himself, kudos for that. I'm not being a smartass. I'm being serious. Like, good shit. And yeah, number 26 it is, I guess.
There's that.
J-Rock's at 25. Miss J-Rocks. Miss J-Rocks is on an infinite tour with MC Magic, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
So there's that. That comes with a lot of clout. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. Countless thousands and thousands and thousands of people have seen her.
I'll tell you something about J-Rock. She has damn near a cult following, fool.
Why? Because you got attacked?
I didn't get attacked. 44 got attacked.
Ha ha! Better him than you.
Like, viciously.
Because
though.
realistically speaking, as we've seen, it's not even the staff that gets attacked. In the last 3 months that I've been with the food community, I've been upgraded in the public opinion to owner of the food community, catching all the strays. But I welcome it with open arms. But yeah, so J-Rocks has been on tour with MC Magic. Her social media following is very large and vast. Shout out to her on that.
And whether you like TikTok or not.
Wait a second. Does she rap or does she sing?
Both.
What does she primarily do? Is she on some Jamie shit?
No.
Or she raps?
No, she's more like on some like some Crystal Poppin' shit, kinda. But
Crystal Poppin' raps.
But with a Chicana twist though, and she'll sing too.
If she's not rapping 60% of the time, then I don't think she deserves to be on this list. But if she is rapping at least 60% of the time, then I respect it.
She's just known more for her singing shit because those are the ones that did the most numbers.
And she will
and mind you, she's with MC Magic, and people, they like to label
social
MC Magic
impact
more of a singer.
for sure. Social media is up. Numbers are up. And I don't know the quality of her music, respectfully, but she's going to be on this podcast soon. And before she gets here, I will spend an hour listening to like 10 songs or some shit. Respectfully.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So let's get back to before we continue on, let's get back to the freaking songs, my boy. Who we got next? Let's do 24 through 20. Bo Bundy. What has Bo Bundy done lately?
Bo Bundy's dropped various singles, but when he drops, they do numbers.
I respect his
And Bo
status.
Bundy, aside from, you know what? Bo Bundy and Chito Ranos are the only ones here who know how to transition from English to Spanish, and it doesn't sound whack. It actually sounds smooth.
I respect that.
No one else on this list can do that. I mean, there's other rappers on here that attempt to, but it just doesn't come off the tongue right.
I haven't heard a lot of Bo Bundy's music, but I've heard him make a lot of noise, if that makes any sense.
And
Like,
he's the only one here signed to Rancho as a rapper.
is he actually still signed to Rancho Humilde?
Yes, sir. His previous single was released on the Rancho Humilde YouTube channel.
I respect it.
So there's that. Shout out to Jimmy.
24. I won't combat that. Number 23.
Sad Boy Loco.
Motherfucker.
That's how he says it.
The buffest fool. The buffest fool. He's naturally buff.
Naturally.
Shout out to fucking Young Tut.
I know a lot of fools question why he's on here because,
What?
yeah, they question it because this fool.
Sad Boy Loco got questioned for being on the freaking top 40 list.
Yes, they said he should have been on the list maybe like 3 years ago. But
What?
let me tell you, though, he's one of the few ones who had a #1 album release on iTunes.
Facts.
On the rap charts, not just Latin rap. I'm talking about rap in the United States. Fool. U.S. rap in iTunes, #1 when it released. No cap.
No cap.
Fact check me.
Facts are there. We're not saying he fucking was there #1 for 10 years.
That has to account for something, though.
But yeah, in the year 2023, my boy has done countless shows. I've been to like fucking 4 of them by chance. I was there.
And he's the only one on this list with a Peso Pluma feature.
Ha
It
ha!
hasn't released yet, but it's confirmed. We heard it.
May I be so bold as to say that I got Sad Boy on my top 13 list at number 4.
Wow.
On my list, he's number 4.
Wow.
The only rapper on this list that has charted and posted it was actually #1, is outside doing shows. And like you said, he has a Peso Pluma feature. He has a YG feature. He has a freaking Icon feature. He has all kinds of features. Now, who's the man, fool? That mother. Who's 22?
Izzy 93, San Antonio rapper.
Never heard of him.
Tune in.
Has he ever charted?
He's a newer rapper.
Has he ever been signed to a major label?
He blew up. No, but he's turned down labels according to this fool. He blew up in the past year, fool.
I'm not hating. I'm just talking shit for Sad Boy. So Izzy 93. So he's on the come up or what?
Yeah, he's definitely on the come up. In the past year, his numbers have been going crazy. Strong following. People pull up to his shows. And that's that fool. I'll put him top 6, top 7 in Texas right now.
I have no idea who he is, respectfully, so I have nothing to say about him. I can't give an opinion on someone I know nothing about. He looks like he's gangbanging in this picture though.
He's locked up. He just got locked up like 3 weeks ago.
That sucks. Free him.
So there's that.
Izzy, you didn't get to be free to see this list. Number 21, Reverie.
Reverie, one of the, a matter of fact, probably, yeah, one of the few ones to tour in Europe consistently, still doing it.
Facts are facts.
Facts are facts.
Reverie's been putting it down for quite some time. I've known her for a long time. Cool. Yada, yada. No favoritism or bias, though. I don't have her on my top 13 list, but she's 21 on this list, so I'll respect it. She did drop an album. She does have big features. To me. She had like a Sick Jackin' feature. That's fire. Amongst other things, she's made a lot of music with a lot of people. And like you said, she's done at least 15 freaking tours in Europe. So that's got to count for something. She's definitely caking up. Because I know the promoters over there ain't bringing her because for no good reason. You know what I mean? Like she's over there because she making bread. to the point that she's making other people bread.
Someone said Izzy 93 top 15. He did millions independent.
That's valid or what?
Valid.
I mean, shout out to 602 Flowy or just
There's
Flow.
that.
And number 20 CNG.
CNG.
Respectfully, I have him in my top 13.
Wow.
Impact. Social
You
media.
know what? You keep talking about this top 13. For what is the top 13? No order. Just throw them out there. Because you keep saying this top 13.
Is mine.
Can we get the names in this top 13?
That Mexican OT, number 1. Facts. Chito Ranas, number 2.
Wow. Insane reach. Go ahead.
What? I don't even care about that fool like that. But respectfully, Chito Ranas, number 2. It is
What did he?
what it is. It's my fucking opinion.
Go ahead.
I have no allegiance to that fool whatsoever. OGZ and D Baby tied for number 3.
Go ahead.
D Baby has lots of marketing.
That's crazy that you
D
put
Baby
Cheeto.
has lots of marketing versus OGZ's entire world tour.
That's crazy. You put Cheeto over D Baby and no Jeezy. I'm gonna let you rock though.
This fool had
Go
a
ahead.
vicious year, fool. I don't care about anything that happened before 2023, fool.
Go ahead.
This fool got out of prison and went and did his little shit. You know what I mean? Good for him. He did it. Unfortunately, he's locked up and he can't bask in his glory. OGZ and D Baby tied at number 3. World tour and lots of marketing. That's my exact notes as sent to full community staff. Number 4, Sad Boy Loco, charted. Nobody else did. Gracias. Peso, dropped while busted, maintained status. Number 7 or number 6, Little Weirdo tied with Little Grifo. Numbers and impact and lowrider tour, philanthropy and numbers and da-da-da-da-da-da. Number 8, I have King Lil G with Drummer Boy, which is Impact National Tour status. The legendary status at that for both of those fine gentlemen. Legendary. They could stop today. Their catalog will have them eat forever, and they are legends from where they're from. Facts.
Who?
What?
What?
King Lil G and Drummer Boy.
Okay, go ahead.
You cannot combat that, fool. I'm
My
sorry.
bad. I was looking at the chat, Spencer.
J.I. Bandz and Doughboy tied. I got CNG on that list. I got Coyotes on that list. And yeah.
I'll let you rock.
And Jenny 69.
Top 13, Jenny 69.
She sold out a show. Every show she does, she sells out. Facts.
Mm.
She commands a very particular dollar amount. So to see her outside means she got paid that dollar amount. I know what that dollar amount is. So clearly people see enough value in her to pay her what she claims she's worth.
Can you let the fans know?
I cannot let the fans know. Some things don't need to be said. Not everything is content, my boy. Not private conversation.
What would Adam say?
Adam wouldn't disclose a dollar amount. This fool asked me, what would Adam do? That fool's not my god.
Number 19, drummer.
Drummer should be higher on that list, as I just said.
No.
Fool, didn't he just drop an album too?
With who, Lil G?
Recently? No, he dropped that single, 2 singles, and they both went up.
Did they go up? Are you just saying that? I'm going to fact check you right now.
Go ahead.
What single was it?
Wasn't Jimmy right there super pumped up over the music video?
Yeah, the gangsta fuck. That was the collab with Drummer. I mean, the collab with Lil G.
And what about what Drummer did on the other records? Here, let's look. I'm not scared to take a gander. Where's my other fucking phone at, fools? Anyway, I gave you my list, dog. The staff did what they did with it. I don't know. Whatever they did is whatever they did to factor in their shit, homie. I don't really care. I didn't have time to do a top 40 Spenta, so I shot a top 13. It is what it is.
So there's that.
Yeah, I'm not going to surf the web trying to fucking argue this shit. We got more songs to review. Let's stop at Drummer right now, and let's get back to this lista.
We covered Drummer. So J.I. Bandz at number 18.
J.I. Bandy's at number 18.
Yep.
Like I said, I had J.I. Bandz a little higher. He was actually tied with Doughboy. for whatever that's worth.
Crazy.
You're a scandalous ass hater, my boy. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I'm not.
I think you are, fool.
Fool, I try to be as unbiased as possible. Even IE fools got at you when you made that Doughboy tribute video and said it should have been J.I. Bandz. Reputable IE fools who we can't mention.
Did you say a Doughboy tribute video is what I made?
That's what it was, or was it not?
It wasn't a Doughboy tribute video. It was
Well-
facts. It was my expert opinion. My expert opinion as someone that's been in this game almost 15 years. I've outlasted everybody. Everybody that started around when I started didn't make it except for Young Drummer Boy, YBE, King Lil G, Criminal, Capone, and who else?
Oh,
I don't want to be disrespectful and act like I'm forgetting someone else, but you get it.
yeah.
No one else outlasted me. For I rapped, I did music videos. Look at me now. Look at me now. Getting called a blogger, a member of the media blogger, like I wasn't outside for the past 13 years, my boy. Ridiculous. Where the fuck were we right now? J.I. Bandz, number 18. Numbers are up. Facts. He does numbers. I'm not mad. Really, I don't really give a fuck personally, but if we have to debate, I'm gonna just say my truths. You know what I mean? So I think J.I. Bandz should be higher. His numbers are hella up. I say he's tied with Doughboy at wherever the I said earlier, and that just is what it is, fool.
All right.
So yeah.
J.I. Bandz, he made a post about it. He says number 18 with no management. I'll accept it.
I respect it.
So there's that.
Rich Greedy. Shout out to Rich Greedy. Episode dropping this week or next week.
Yup.
Facts. What are Rich Greedy's actual numbers like, respectfully?
He does solid numbers on YouTube and Spotify. He dropped one of the best albums out of all these fools on here this year, Casablanca. Been probably the face of San Antonio. Him, that's including Black Fools. I mean, the work speaks for itself, fool. Top 20, easy call.
6 months ago, 600,000 views on World Star Hip Hop, 131 on World Star, 1.3 million on the 100K freestyle, but that was 2 years ago. What has he done this year? He dropped Casablanca, Genius open mic.
The first Mexican to go on Genius, to do a Genius open mic.
Does that fool have a lemur on him?
What's a lemur?
This fool's stupid, bro.
Big ass words and shit. You got an associate's degree or what?
No, my boy. I read a lot when I was in jail. Hey, this fool had a lemur, a little freaking.
Oh, the little animal. That's right.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What are those things that are popular, like on the Disney Channel on National Geographics? It's like a lemur, right?
Yeah.
A meerkat.
Ah.
Or some shit. Anyways, I got lost in the sauce looking at this fool shit. I interviewed him. I didn't even listen to his music that much. But respects to Rich Greedy. Nice guy in person. Solid dude. He took us to the strip club. It was lit.
That fool knows how to drink.
Can I respectfully say that he fell asleep on the shitter in the strip club?
Well, I mean, you already said it.
Nasty. I like it. How long was he asleep for in the shitter, my boy?
Damn, fool was on a good one.
How long was he asleep in the shitter in the strip club for?
I forgot I was enjoying myself.
Ha 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 ha! Shout out to Rich Greedy though, no cap. Little Weirdo, I already said Little Weirdo should be higher, but he's in the top 20, so I give him. It's respectable, I guess. Everyone from 15 is up and up deserves to be there more than Little Weirdo.
Yes.
I'm looking at the list and I respect it. Fuck it.
Cap G dropped Jorge, one of the best albums out of all these fools right here in this whole list.
Maybe I need to go check that out.
A lot of Cali fools were mad that Cap G's on here. The world is bigger than California.
I'm gonna need you to really, really relax because you're a Californian too, fool.
I know, fool.
I need you to have some sort of civic pride. I'm not asking you to be biased, fool, but stop talking so loosely about our freaking estado, my boy.
No, I know, my boy. It's just the thing is, a lot of
Sock that, fool, G.
Cali fools get
Sock
stuck in
that.
their
Throw
own
the drink
world.
at him at least. What?
Just how Texas fools get stuck in their own world. There's a scene outside of your state, my boy,
I feel it,
and
fool.
people need to acknowledge that.
I respect it. I respect it, but shit. If okay, because I have seen. Let's talk about Little Weirdo though, still, because we ain't just gonna skip Little Weirdo like that.
All right.
The boy's up. He just got out of jail. They try to say he was down bad in jail. My boy whipped out the paperwork and proved everybody wrong.
Mm.
Fire narratives. That was vicious.
Yeah, I remember they tried to get at me. The DMs, they're like, "Hey, the weirdo went PC. Post it."
I'm glad you didn't.
Of course not.
Shout out to the staff not posting that.
They try to do him like they did American Cholo.
I remember that. That's rough. Shout out to American Cholo doing his thing. Is he not an official elected member of the city assembly or city council or some shit like that?
Yeah,
For NoHo?
yeah, some political shit.
Shout out to him. I hope he's getting ferias from that, not just headaches, because that's a headache for sure.
Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of money in that.
That's
But it's
nuts.
good for him, though, getting involved in his community, trying to make a change.
Absolutely. Highly appreciate that. We stopped at drummer. Let's go ahead and talk about Cap G at number 15. You said he dropped one of the best albums called Jorge.
Jorge with an H.
Huh. I thought it was with a J, but I messed with it. Oh, well, clearly his name is with a G, Cap G, so his real name is George. I get it. I like it. Shout out to Jorge.
Pledge has been putting in work. One of the one Mexicans to break the barriers for the gente.
I'll give him his credit where credit is due.
That is not a Chicano gangster rapper.
Relax.
I mean, it is what it is.
He's from Texas.
He's from Atlanta.
He's from Atlanta.
Yeah.
My bad. You're tired, my boy?
I'm tired of your shit, fool.
A lot of people are clearly, right? Trying to blame me for shit I don't even do. Blame me for getting this fool state wrong.
Yes.
All right, but Cap G, he is a legend in his own right. I'll give him his credit.
There's that.
I'll listen to Jorge. I'll listen to whatever the most highest streamed song is, because obviously that's the most commercial appealing. So I'll listen to that when I get a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into the next song.
Let's do it. Yellow Hill.
Yellow Hill.
Yellow Hill makes good music, and he has a strong following. Not just on Instagram, but people will actually buy his shit if he drops merch.
Respectfully, what has he done this year?
He's dropped various singles, and he's on tour.
Saying that
I mean, not tour, but he'll actually do shows outside of Southern California, which a lot of these SoCal artists can't do.
I can't even look at YouTube because I'm trying to read the comments. So he dropped something this year or what?
Yup, singles here and there.
I'm about to see. What's up with this Sugar Free and Yellow Hill shit? Was that this year?
Oh yeah, they dropped an EP earlier this year. Fire.
LA ain't safe feels like it was just this year, but it wasn't. It was a while back. Fire though.
So there's that.
The rap game song was fire.
Yep.
That shit was all right. The video was cool as shit too. All right. Moving on. I'm not gonna dispute Yellow Hill at 14.
Yellow Hill's valid.
Go. Who's next?
At 13, we got Lil G. Valid.
I have him higher on my list with Young Drummer, but I feel it.
Had he not did that collab with Drummer, I mean, what else does he have?
Didn't he do the disrespectful freestyle thingy?
How'd you feel about that? You feel like it did his justice compared to all the hype it was doing prior to the song? Have you heard it, right?
Do you know King Lil G to be a battle rapper?
You consider Lil G a battle rapper?
Me?
You would yeah, you. That's what you just said.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I don't consider him a battle rapper.
Oh, well, then don't expect him to have the fucking battle rap song of the year.
That's what he was aiming for, though, wasn't he?
I don't
With
know
all
what
the
he was
disses he
aiming
was
for.
doing?
I don't know his melodic process, but he dropped some shit and it went up. It did numbers. The hype is real. The stats is real. The impact is real.
Mm. Shout out
And
drummer.
to be honest, to be your sick ass fool. To be honest, has he made it the furthest out of any Latino in California
Not over Berner.
besides Berner and Little Rub? Respectfully, is Berner a bigger artist without cookies than King Little G? Respectfully,
Without Cookie, that's a good question.
I mean that respectfully.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
Clearly, clearly, with cookies
I'll,
involved, the doors that has unlocked for Berner is amazing. I used to watch Berner 15 years ago because when I started shooting videos, there was a video guy I looked up to by the name of The Razor. And The Razor was Berner's primary video guy. And let me tell you, that fool's had fire videos for over 15 years, well before the cookie shit. So I'll give Berner his credit, but we'll talk about him after. But with that being said, I'm just saying that to say that King Little G, without the clothing line, without anything, still up.
overall Jeezy.
Shoreline Mafia has made a very grand impact, but I'm not sure that impact could be made without people like Little G that helped pave the way for other Latino artists.
You think Little G paved the way for Jeezy, even though their styles are definitely different?
Yeah, because Little G doesn't rap like a typical Chicano rapper. He's not on the Ese Vato Loco Cholo shit, even before.
Mm.
And to be honest, we
But
all
he is on that stilo, kind of.
could I say that we all got called Mayateros coming up? Facts.
Mm.
And we'll
From who? From other Raza, yes.
yes. So, and I say we because I was part of that squadron of human beings, that wave after the first wave.
Mm.
So we were on some more willing to do some hip hop beats, some more different, not big letters on the T-shirt and jerseys vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
We're from the generation that made Gucci and Louis cool, my boy. Go ahead though. Number 12,
Number 12, Phoenix.
Phoenix flexing.
Yes, sir.
Shoreline Mafia is huge. Phoenix alone has gone through some things. He's like, did we talk about it earlier? Oh, we talked about it briefly when we played his video. He's been through some things, you know what I'm saying? But social status, impact, fire. Keep in mind, he got his IG deleted, and my boy's still up in the 6-digit racket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's up, fool, and he's about to unleash the beast. We know so many secrets we can't even say right now. But just knowing the next week or so, you guys are gonna be bamboozled. You're gonna be like, "What?"
The first ones in line to know.
Fuck? You guys are gonna be like, "What the?" And I'm gonna be there blogging it, cause I'm a blogger now.
Welcome to the club, pal. there's that.
Peso number 11.
Yup. At one point in time, the best Mexican rapper.
What?
Maybe 3 years. I'm sorry. In Texas. Let me finish that sentence.
Choose your words.
Let me finish that
carefully
sentence.
here.
3 years ago.
Peso,
Go
what
ahead.
kind of controversy has he gone through? Respectfully.
He did that controversy with YTM Little Vant because he called. Oh, and he had a controversy with the Southsiders because he called himself the hardest essay ever. But in Texas, essay just means a Mexican, but over here it's different. So he got a lot of flack for that from Cali fools.
I feel it. Could you plug this in for me, fool? Thank you very much, my friend. Look, I don't listen to a lot of Texas music, but I can say that Peso's name carries a little weight to it, even to me, and I know for a fact that fool does numbers. So there's that. Shout out to him. Kudos to him. He made the list. Number 11. There it is.
There's that.
Number 10, Little Maru.
Little Maru.
So with this little fool.
This little fool, strong following, always does numbers. Probably this is my opinion, my expert opinion. The hardest Hispanic rapper out of San Diego.
What?
Yup.
The hardest.
In 2023, yes.
The hardest Latino rapper
In 2023,
in
please.
2023.
Yes.
I thought this fool's a singer, little fool.
No, he's a singer. This fool. They just
He's
call
like a
him,
little Drake.
Yeah, they just call him a singer because he uses auto tune. But this one could rap though.
So he's like on some
I
Baby
shouldn't say
Youngin.
he could rap, but he can make good rap songs.
He's like on some Baby Youngin type shit.
No,
Hey,
like
respectfully,
like
Baby Youngin isn't on this list.
this is because this is in 2020. Little Maru is like 2 levels. Little
You're
Mar,
a
nah,
hater.
fuck Baby Youngin. Little Maru is like 2 levels before you hit Baby Youngin. Like as far as like the singing shit. Because Baby Youngin still raps.
Baby Youngin raps.
Yeah.
I filmed a rap music video for Baby Youngin.
Mm.
Anyways, Little Maru at 10, I respect it because his name does ring bells for a lot of the younger generation.
So there's that.
His name gets brought up quite often, so I respect it.
Number 9, Bravo.
Number 9, Bravo the Bag Chaser, fresh out. In 2023, what's his status?
Up there.
Do we know what his numbers are looking like from his latest release?
In the 6-digit range.
I respect it. What's his
there's that.
Spotify listeners like?
Mind you, this fool had another Spotify. He used to go by the name Bravo the Loke, but now it's Bravo the Bag Chaser. Currently, he's at 48.3K, almost 500,000 Spotify listeners.
483,000 Spotify listeners?
Yum.
Fuck.
Independent, pushing his music through DistroKid.
Nasty. That was caking up.
So there's that.
Aceto?
Aceto, the top northerner right now. No cap.
I don't know much about that scene, but whatever you say, I think Young Gigs is better than him.
I'll tell you what, when I went to that festival at GB, when they did that give back to the school, Aceto had the most people waiting for him, bro, to sign shit, take pictures. It was just crazy the amount of love he got. Mind you, Lil Russell performed out there, and Aceto had a bigger line than Lil Russell.
That's vicious because La Russell has a vicious following. Maybe it was the wrong crowd for La Russell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much of opinion on Aceto. I only saw one song from him, and I just saw it, and it was fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's top 10 worthy, but if you're saying that that was subpar from him, then I'll take it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't trash.
No, it wasn't trash.
Cool.
We're talking about the MBNL collab for the people who are wondering.
Go ahead.
So
Who's
there's
next?
that. In that 7, we got Chito Ranas.
Opinion?
He came out, fresh out, strong. I just wish he would have kept going. If he would have dropped more songs, probably would have had him higher on the list. But he was only out for, 4 or 5 months, more or less, maybe less. And that's that, fool. But in that short amount of time that he was out, he did do vicious numbers, fool.
He did vicious numbers. There's no cap about that.
You said you had him at 2.
I do have him at number 2. Realistically speaking, I didn't take a lot of things in consideration. So now that I see the way the list actually looks, because when I made the list, you just said, who do you think? There was no list yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I put him up high because I feel like the fool gone through a lot of shit. He went viral for fucking going deep on some interviews and shit like that. You know what I mean? Showing his like true inner emotions. My boy was fucking going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he was gonna have somewhat of a triumph story, and then he went back to jail. So I don't know. I have no idea how long he's gonna be down. I mean, it is what it is, but he belongs in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah, I'll put him up
For
there.
2023, absolutely.
There's that. Number 6, Berner.
The richest Californian rapper out of all the fools on the list.
The richest out of all the lists, including Texas, including everybody else.
Yeah. Let me rephrase that. The richest fool on the entire list.
Yep.
Forbes magazine cover, jet ski in the private lake riding, biggest weed dispensary in California having.
I would say the world, biggest dispensary in the world. Or
That could be
weed
valid.
brand.
I don't know how far the reach is. I just know what I know over here.
Oh.
And I see a lot of people wearing his merch. big time rappers included. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Berner on a real level. We're supposed to be doing an interview with him really, really soon. That's not cap. That is facts. DMs, receipts available.
So there's that.
Let me ask you something. Rap wise, what has he done this year besides doing shows? And he also beat fucking cancer. So shout out to that.
Oh yeah, it's big. Well, he had a couple singles, but I mean a couple singles here and there. But you got to keep in mind this fool does sell out shows, fool.
Facts.
Like everywhere, his catalog is just that strong.
Like I said, fool, I've been seeing Berner for 15 years, dog. Some of the best videos I ever saw when I was coming up that I wanted to emulate were from Berner.
Mm.
Not for myself as an artist, but like as a video guy, like just certain angles I saw the cameraman do were fire, fool.
Mm.
He made Berner look really, really good, fool. You guys need to never forget, because whatever. I was an artist, I was a camera guy. It's very important how your camera guy makes you guys look, fool. Has your guys' image in his hand. Matter of fact, since we're going over this list and we're about to enter the top 5, I'd like to safely announce to you fools that I will personally be releasing, through the food community, of course, be releasing a top 10 camera guy list. So all you fools that want to cry, I will be personally responsible for the top 10 camera guy list. No staff members' input will be included in my list because I don't give a fuck about their opinion. What'd you say? No, I'm not number 1. I'm number 10.
Yeah, you're most qualified to make a cameraman list, but
My legendary status is
yes,
forever.
But
I'm
when
one
it
of the
comes to rapper list, I'm definitely most qualified.
whatevers. Moving
There's
on
that.
to number 5.
Number 5.
Actually, let's stop right there. Let's go ahead and spin that last video, and then we'll close it out with the top 5.
Last video, we got this Compton classic shot by Mr. Icon,
Haha, myself.
Mama Slide.
Hey, before you push play, I'd just like to say, rest in peace to Compton Thres's mother. She recently passed away. Respectfully, I don't know if I'm supposed to announce that or not, but I don't know if it's out. But what I will say is, our sincere condolences to your mother. Your mother is a legend. If you people don't know, his mother is a legend in their hood. That's facts. Facts. So, our condolences to the family, to Thres's father, to Thres's siblings, to Thres's kids, and of course to Thres himself. Our condolences, my boy. Rest in peace to your mom. No cap. Super serio. Mama Slide. Spin that shit, my boy. Let's get to number 5, Peso.
Peso, the Maywood Demon.
I heard him say some crazy shit. Something about 6 block. I don't fuck with 52nd. I was like, damn.
Damn. Fuck. Spencer?
That was fucking nasty. I was like, I even said that like Spencer. I like it. Peso's on, fool.
Peso's on, fool. Hispanic.
It's very unfortunate that he's in jail, dog.
Yeah.
And he still dropped the fucking tape.
Yeah.
Excuse the yawn. I'm usually in bed by this time. But yeah, Peso's up, man. Get Rich or Die Sliding out now. Expect to see an album review of that on Food.community, our new website, which will be dropping real soon. Make sure you guys check that shit out. Go ahead and go to the website, drop your email for a chance to win an exclusive one of 1, maybe one of 3 or 4 or 5 exclusive hoodie for the from the food community.
Tell them the website again, exactly.
Food.community is the website.
Tap in.
Food.community. Go tap into the website. Number 4.
R.I.P. Suede.
It's unfortunate that this will be the last time this man makes this list. So rest in peace to Money Sign Suede. We all know the social impact he's had. Sold out shows, big numbers. You know, unfortunate passing.
The first Mexican American to get signed to Atlantic.
I respect it.
As a matter of fact, to a major record label in general, in this new day and age.
In this new day and age, I respect it.
Yeah. Very unfortunate.
Number 3.
OGZ.
Shoreline Mafia member.
Former.
We'll see about that.
Don't say too much now.
OGZ. A member of Shoreline Mafia. Technically, he owns the name, so we could say he is Shoreline Mafia if we
Mm.
want. What else do I gotta say? Fool,
I
he's
mean,
up.
it's self-explanatory.
World tour. World tour in effect right now. I've been trying to book this fool all of his little off days, and he's just on a vicious. He has no off days. My boy's doing appearances. He's DJing. He's fucking. He's doing his thing. Maybe he's not DJing. I'm exaggerating, but definitely out there doing it. What's up with D Baby at number 2?
D Baby had one of the best years out of everybody on this list. Um, I would put him up top 2 in Texas, bro. That's including all races. No cap for 2023. Doesn't have a traditional Texas sound, kind of more of like a pop sound, a loyal fan base. 30K for the performance. Um, I mean, the numbers speak for himself.
He's definitely a pop artist.
Mm. With a rap twist.
No. I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean he's making music for popular culture.
Oh, yeah. And he's one of the few ones here who has a mainstream sound.
That's what I mean. He's a mainstream artist to me at this point.
Yeah.
And at number 1,
Not even debatable. Mexican OT.
the last time he was here was how long ago, Chris?
2 months
Sour
ago.
Apple, 2
maybe
months ago.
more or less.
I don't know if I said this today here or I said it in the interview with someone else earlier, huh? I don't want to disclose who that was. Um, that Mexican OT has gained 400,000 followers since his interview. 400,000. When he was here, he was at 500,000. He's at what, 900K right now?
Mm.
Close. Close for sure. You want to look?
I believe it.
No, I want to look.
Oh.
I'm saying. You're leaving or what?
All right.
938,000 followers, fool. Later, fool. Thanks for coming, Buckaroo. That Mexican OT, number 1 on the list. Versatile. I'm not gonna lie. When he came up here, I wasn't thoroughly convinced that he was the best. Not to deny that he had skills. He had skills. You know what I'm saying? He did whatever he did in the interview, standing on whatever he stood for or whatever the case may be. That was fucking interesting to me. Respectfully and realistically speaking. But he's number 1, fool, and that's just what it is. The exponential growth is fucking intense. I've personally never seen anything like it other than King Lil G and Nipsey Hussle or something like that. And he's up, fool. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to say to the people.
Now we both agree.
Who did we miss from this list?
Might have missed Coyotes.
Coyotes did not make the list.
Someone said go ahead.
Go ahead.
Central Cal said if only he didn't support SPM, I'd rock with him.
What do you think about why didn't you include Devour on this list?
Here's because he's been locked up. What music has he dropped?
He drops a new music video at least once a month.
Does he really?
Yes.
Hasn't made enough noise.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
Or you just don't fuck with him?
Nah, fuck with him. He makes cool music.
Respectfully, that fool's doing vicious numbers.
Maybe next year.
But yeah, shout out to everyone. I think now that they mentioned Devour, I think Devour should have been on this list. I'll give him his credit. I have no allegiance to that fool. I mean, free him and shit, right? Like as a sympathetic human being, free that man, you know what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera. But yeah. Devour should have made the list. Coyote should have made the list. Jenny 69 should have made the list, respectfully.
No to all of them except Coyote.
You're a fucking scandalous.
That's my unbiased expert opinion.
Fool, trust me on this, fool. Anyways, that concludes our first ever music review. We're gonna try to do one every Thursday, all you know, God willing and shit. That concludes our analysis of the top 40 list. I got to the bottom of why this fool said the shit he said because I didn't know either. Shout out to the staff for their picks, and shout out to the staff for completely dismissing mine.
Yes.
Fuck you, Vatos. Yeah, catch us next week on Tuesday for the Food Community Evening News. And that's all I got for you crazy ass Vatos. My name is LA Icon. Behind the boards, as always, you got the rich homie Juan. We highly appreciate you guys. Shout out to all the rappers that were on the list. Shout out to all the rappers that were in the music video review and music song review. Highly appreciate y'all. Make sure to tap into foo.community. Foo.community. Foo community with a dot in the middle. Foo.community. Your chance to win an exclusive, super exclusive hoodie. If you're into collecting shit that not everyone could have, go drop your email on that fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got for you fools. I'm going to go home to my wife and kid. And I'll see you fools real soon. I'm out.
Al rato.
This one.